Hey everyone, this video will be about alcoholism, and I just want to encourage you all to not be an alcoholic. Obviously, it's a good thing to not be an alcoholic. My brother and I were always a little bit worried because we have alcoholics on both sides of my family. My uncle on my mom's side, I think, was an alcoholic, and then two of my dad's brothers struggled. And I get it to an extent. Like when you go through a divorce or hard things in life, obviously it can be tempting to find solace in alcohol. I will say for a while, because I went through a divorce 4 years ago, and I guess for a while I would enjoy a beverage, one beverage every evening. Just to relax and to forget. But you got to be careful about doing more than one and drinking alone and feeling like that's the only way that you can relax and have peace. Ultimately, God should be our peace, and worship music should bring you peace. There are other coping skills that you can use, which we all discussed a lot when I was at a group home, one of my jobs for a while. Good coping skills would be writing, listening to music, especially my playlist. Y'all should look them up. I'm not entirely sure how you can find my playlist, but I have some really good playlists of really great songs that keep me happy. Pretty much all day I'm listening to music with my baby, so that's really nice. And that has always been like my main coping skill is music, but also secondarily writing. And then hobbies help, crafts. I used to make bracelets all the time. I used to make 20 or 30 bracelets a day. And luckily I got to sell them at various places that I worked, like at Papa John's, and a gas station I worked at, and that was really cool. But yeah, if you don't have a hobby or an objective or purpose, then it's easy to just get lost in drinking. So watch out for that. Or sleeping, which I think those two can go hand in hand. If you idolize sleep, then you might idolize drinking because drinking helps you sleep. But don't sleep your life away, and that's something that God has told me, especially at certain times in my life. Like if I was sleeping too much, I felt like God told me that. So I want to pass that on to all of you. And the weirdest thing about that is that one of my coworkers said that to me right around the time when God was saying it to me all the time. Don't sleep your life away. Don't sleep your life away. You have things to offer the world. And, for me, I like writing poetry, and I post it on Twitter and TikTok, but there's something that God has designed for you to do that comes easily, that you enjoy, that other people can benefit from, and find that thing, your niche, your calling, and that will give you purpose. And it's so important to have purpose. I like making these videos. I hope they help people, but everybody has a calling. Find out what your calling is. Most likely it's something that you've enjoyed doing ever since you were a kid. I've always enjoyed writing. I kept journals ever since I was probably 7 or 8. And I remember writing poetry in school, and that I really liked it. And we would read poems in my high school English class, and I just loved them a lot. But anyways, pray about that. Ask God, what is it that you designed me to do? Why am I alive? Because we all need to have the answers to that question. Otherwise, it's just why am I here? What's the point? Other than, to bless the people in your family and people that live with you. But other than that, I think we all need a big calling, a higher calling. So anyways, may God help you all. I'll pray for y'all. Dear God, I pray for anyone watching this video that you will help them to discover their calling, that it will be a sacred discovery. I pray that you will speak to their heart right now, a word of knowledge, something that they were meant to do, that you created them to do, that you crafted them in their mother's womb to do. And that's the reason why they're alive. And just amen. God bless you all.